undergraduate and postgraduate student. He is graduated from St. G.S. Medical College in 1983 and cleared MCH Neurosurgery in 1990 from Bombay University. He has a special interest in neurovascular surgery and surgery for strokes. He is a member of the World Stroke Society. In last 21 years of post-qualification period, he had performed more than 100 vascular operations. Just a minute.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you so much for bothering me again and again. And Dr. Paul, thank you so much for the kind words. I will be very short. I'm not going to go through the entire presentation here, but I will definitely like to speak something about you first, rather than starting with my subject. Last time I was here, that time Ronak and Neha, their installation ceremony was going on this same stage. And I told Neha, and I told Ronak later on when we met, that I wanted to speak few words during the installation ceremony, but I could not speak because that was not right platform, right time. But I told Archana, I was so happy to be here that day amongst you, among youngsters, because I'm used to be taking lectures in our Rotary, And I was telling Archana that in Rotary there are people all are more than 60. I'm not that old. I think I'm just 40-year-old, and I was finding so interesting to be amongst you when I came here. And today also, I really find myself very fortunate that I'm here, standing in front of you, talking to you, and I am really going to enjoy this talking business. So, he became a surgeon, and one Sunday he came home. So my mother said, he has become a very big doctor now. You have to go and touch his feet, carry his sweet with you. So I carried the sweets, I went there. Still, I did not look in eye to eye. I just opened the box, showed the box to him. He said, what is this for? I said, I passed my ultrasound exam. Oh, I see. So, what is that you want to do? I said, now I will take an admission for BSc. After I do my BSc, I will join associated cement companies. And I want to meet Sunil Gavaskar. So he said, what are you talking? You want to do BSc, meet Sunil Gavaskar? Well, yeah, that is my dream. I want to meet Sunil Gavaskar. I was thinking the guy must be crazy. He doesn't know Sunil Gavaskar and I want to do BSc just to meet Sunil Gavaskar. Oh. So he picked up that sweet from the box. He started eating. And he asked me, what's your percentage? I said 17%. So he said, then he stopped eating that sweet. He looked at me. He said, 17%, you want to meet Sunil Gavaskar? Yes. What is wrong with that? I do BSc. With 17%, I easily get admission in any college. I do BSc and join ACC because Sunil Gavaskar is the ambassador for ACC. I want to meet Sunil Gavaskar. So he said, why did you apply for the medical college? I said, for what? You can become a doctor. No doctor. In my entire generation, there was no doctor. And he is telling me to become a doctor. Because he insisted, I applied for medical seat. And to my surprise, I found out that I was 5th on the merit list in the entire country. So that's how actually by default I entered in the medical college. I did my MBBS and then I did my general surgery. So when I did a surgical post, I tested blood. I want to do more. I want to become a cardiac surgeon. So neurosurgery also it came by default because we had an entrance examination that time. Again, I stood first in Bombay University. So I had an option to choose either neurosurgery or cardiac surgery. I wanted to become cardiac surgeon. But somehow I did not get into cardiac surgery. Even if I was the first on the list, I had to opt for neurosurgery, and here I am standing in front of you as a neurosurgeon. So that's how I became a doctor, neurosurgeon by completely default. I never wanted to come to the medical field. But am I repenting about this? I don't think I can. I'm repenting about a neurosurgery, being neurosurgeon. So now, what actually brought me here in front of you? Not to tell my story, but I think it's okay, fine. Now to tell my story. I just told you that I started my residence in Neuroscience in 1986. And in 1990, after I did my first fellowship in Japan, I started doing surgery for the brain stroke in 1990. This is almost 35 years that I have been doing surgery for the brain stroke. We have done thousands of surgeries in the past. Surgery for the brain stroke is never evident. Let me tell you. We might say, I've done this surgery, I've done that surgery, patient has gone home. But that is not the case. When a brain stroke happens, it devastates the brain completely. I mean, the person can never become a normal person. Never. He can never become a normal person. He has to live with the deficit. The deficit may not be physical, but it may be completely psychological. However minor the stroke may be, it is a definitely problem-creating disease. Because you can never go back to your life. And keeping in that mind, after doing thousands of such surgeries, we decided that we need to do something about such people. And that is why in 2011 we started, I established an NGO, for example, Purva Medical Trust in my daughter's name. So in 2011 the charitable NGO came in the picture. And the only aim of that NGO was to to help people with the brain stroke. We help a lot of people with the brain stroke, not here, even peripheries of Maharashtra and everywhere. And we never used to charge them because that is something that I really didn't want to charge the patients. But those efforts were very sketchy, they're wrapped up under this carpet, not very coordinated. But after I joined Rotary about 6 years ago, we started doing some coordinated efforts. And those efforts were named as a Brainline project, which born about 3 years ago. And this particular project is a very, very, I would say, very structured one, very disciplined project. We know what we want to do. Since 2011,
powerful and insightful exchange of ideas. Now, I would like to call upon our President, Dr. Neha Pandey, to felicitate Dr. Ashok Hande, sir.